This week, KTM officially released their extremely potent range of 4-stroke and 2-stroke motocross models. In today's video, I'm going to cover the bigger 125cc models and up. So if you're looking to learn more about the 50cc to 85cc sport minicycles and the all-new e-sport minicycles, that video is already in the works and will be up soon. Of all of the motorcycle manufacturers currently producing motocross machinery, only KTM is fortunate enough to have its factory racing workshop based on the same sprawling site in Austria. And that gives KTM a huge advantage, as the technology and learnings that work on the professionals' bikes can be easily transferred to the mass-produced models. KTM is claiming that their 2022 model year range is the most complete and technologically advanced lineup of motocross machinery around, and it features models that cater for all competitive needs. Now, before we jump into the quick explanation of each motorcycle, let's talk about what KTM has done to improve all of the motocross bikes in their lineup. KTM's decade-old association with WP suspension continues to produce some of the most advanced and reliable suspension material on the off-road and on-road market today. WP Exact 48mm forks bring 310mm of travel, while the WP Exact shock clocks 300mm. Low friction seals are a key element of the 2022 KTM SX models, and a firm stock setting comes as standard in order to create more sensation of confidence at speed. All models in the KTM SX range are given high-tech Brembo brakes to help slow these potent motorcycles down. In addition, all KTM SX frames use a pinpoint accurate hydroformed frame that is robot welded to ensure the highest level of consistent quality, stiffness, and responsive handling. To top it off, they are all finished in racing orange to reinforce the proximity of the championship-winning motorcycles of the Red Bull KTM factory team. The updated frame aligns perfectly with the new blue seat cover and fresh colors in the graphics that emphasize visually the close link to KTM's factory team. All models in KTM's SX family come standard with lightweight CNC machined hubs and high-end XL rims wrapped in the latest Dunlop Geomax MX33 tire. The 2022 4-stroke range is made up of 3 models that take advantage of all of the hard work that the factory team and research and development department put in, and features the latest WP Exact suspension technology and advanced technical solutions, including traction control, launch control, and variable engine mapping. It almost goes without saying that reliable e-starters come as standard, as this is a technology that KTM championed as far back as 15 years ago. In addition, constant across the 450, 350, and 250 SX-F models are 2 oil pumps with pressure lubrication, a 7-liter fuel tank, and a lightweight aluminum silencer. The 2022 450 SX-F remains that extremely compact package that MX-1 racers love, and now packs an amazing 63 horsepower punch that is delivered in the most effective way possible. The 2022 450 SX-F is packaging a single-cylinder, liquid-cooled, 4-valve DOHC 4-stroke engine with rocker levers. In addition, Cayenne fuel injectors, EMS, and a 44mm throttle body across the board. Constant across the 450, 350, and 250 SX-F models are the 2 oil pumps with pressure lubrication, the 7-liter fuel tank, and lightweight aluminum silencers. KTM will of course be fitting their famed e-starter to all the bikes within the lineup. One of the more interesting pieces of technology that will be mounted to the KTM 450 SX-F is the handlebar map select switch, which allows riders to select traction control, launch control, and alternative power curves. Weighing in at 100 kilograms dry, the power to weight ratio of this 450 SX-F is nothing short of amazing. While the 250 SX-F has been a class leader in the MX2 class for years, KTM continues to push boundaries of just how much outright speed a 250F can generate. Open class riders who enjoy the additional agility of a smaller bike but still want more oomph than a 250 4-banger can now have the option of a 350 SX-F, which is a longtime favorite with riders who simply want to enjoy their Sunday scrambling. Perfectly complying with the high performance requirements of these models, the 2022 KTM 250 SX-F and KTM 350 SX-F have been fitted with an updated friction bearing on their counterbalancer shafts. KTM's two-stroke lineup is headed by the KTM 125 SX, which is the benchmark in the division. The bike's race success is undisputed, with 7 of the 12 top spots on the 2020 EMX 125 European Champion using this machine. And as a side note, 4 of the other spots were from manufacturers in the same family, Husqvarna and Gas. In its updated 2022 trim, the KTM 150 SX is able to battle with the potent 254 strokes, while the KTM 250 SX is a 2-stroke powerhouse with that same light feeling. All KTM 2-stroke motocross models feature a CDI control unit with advanced hardware that improves the starting behavior of the engine. This means they fire perfectly every time. As the 125, 150, and 250 SX engine delivers different amounts of power, each exhaust system is developed specifically for it. All of them create a special shape that provides slimmer ergonomics while still operating safely within the noise limits for racing. The KTM 250 SX power plant is a 2-stroke burning marvel with a counterbalancer shaft for low engine vibration, as well as a reliable hydraulically operated DDS clutch. It has a twin-valve controlled power valve, which contributes massively to making the KTM 250 SX engine the most competitive 2-stroke in its class. The 17 kg 250 SX engine design allows for the addition of a lateral balancer shaft, which helps keep engine vibrations to a minimum. Getting the fuel to the cylinder comes courtesy of the Mikuni TMX carburetor. The 38mm flat-sided carburetor perfectly suits the frame and exhaust design, providing smooth, controllable power all the way through the rev range. All 2-stroke models use a wet multi-disc DS clutch, so DDS on the KTM 250 SX, Brembo hydraulics, and a Kokosan ignition and engine management system. Weighing in at an impressive 95.5 kilograms or 210 pounds dry, the KTM 250 SX has the ingredients of making an amazing light and powerful ride. The KTM 150 SX is a lively package that is quite literally in a class of its own. With enough firepower to take on the 250cc 4-strokes, a lightweight chassis, and a compact engine producing class-rating torque and power, the KTM 150 SX gives an experience unlike anything else. The pure exhilaration that the 150 SX delivers is what has kept it in its continued production. As it shares many of its key components with the class-leading 125, the cylinder head and piston unit can now also be fitted on a 125cc engine base, converting it to a 150 SX without having to replace the crankshaft. The KTM 150 SX is fitting with a robust 6-speed transmission, and while weighing in at an impressive 87.5 kilograms or 192 pounds dry, the KTM 150 SX has all of the ingredients of making an amazingly light and extremely powerful ride. As for the KTM 125 SX, it's the most compact and lightweight motorcycle within the full-size KTM SX arsenal. The 2022 KTM 125 SX undoubtedly boasts the most competitive and powerful engine in its class. With an outstanding power-to-weight ratio, low cost, and overall simplicity, it's clear that the 17.2 kilogram 2-stroke mill is nothing but a success. Weighing in at an impressive 87.5 kilograms or 192 pounds dry, the KTM 125 SX is ready to hit the track in full force. Like everything else KTM produces, there's a catalog of power parts just waiting for you to buy them, which includes FMF exhaust systems, new grippier seats, different color Excel rims, and whatever else your mind could imagine. And now with such a short video, it's not able to go that deep into each one of the model specifications, but I'm hoping this brief overview will get you excited. The 2022 KTMs are going to hit the dealer floor in May of 2021, so if you want one, you better ring up your local dealer and place an order because bikes are getting harder to find in this post-COVID season. That's all I have for you today. Now, what are your thoughts on KTM's latest batch of SX bikes? For me, it's crazy to see the advancements that these bikes have made over the last 10 years. Right? 10 years ago, I was on board my own KTM 250 SX-F and honestly wish I still had it. It was a snappy ride as long as you kept it high up in the rev range. Not very good for enduro, but pretty good on the track. Now, I'm currently working on a few of the press people at KTM to sneak my way into a press ride or two. Fingers crossed there'll be more hands-on testing in the upcoming months. Now, go out there and ride safe, and thanks for listening.